let's talk a little bit about Obamanomics. Basically, if you go back to March 2005, in the first week, I'm just thinking about what we could do when we had our technology together. I figured out, my gosh, the best way to get this going is just to buy every technology company on the planet and pay them. At the time, I was going to pay them a 50% premium easily for everybody. Some of them 3 times, but, you know, that was only a week. And it's bigger than that, because after reinventing the world for a few more weeks, well, I know in 19 years, my plan can multiply the value of Earth by 99 to 999 times, and right now, your Earth is continuing to depreciate, and it was bubbling and depreciating back then, and everybody knew it, and I told people, so there are insiders in the street.com and Goldman Sachs from the beginning. But let's not go there right now. The point is this: very simple plan. To buy them out. It doesn't matter if one of the things I wanted to do is cancel Windows off. Yeah, I still want the Microsoft guys and Xboxes. Or even the PlayStations and the Wii's. Because imagine if we created a common standard computer operating system, game system. Oh, well, once I got to my iPhones, it was a new system of virtual reality that would blow your mind out. But, well, see, but then you get into all of the technology, because I just started to, oh, by the way, the next week, after I got idea of mind is, and you told me to stop bleeding me, and I cut down. I told the 3 wise kids that show the mind are. I told them, beware the Ides of March, and remember the D word. And that D word, folks, is disintermediation. And the point is this: if I have a better plan for Earth times 10 to 100 to 1,000 times, I can disintermediate every mind on the planet. Now, that's exactly not Obamanomics, but you're getting closer. So what is Obamanomics? You're steaming up my iPhone. Obamanomics. It's very simple. See, I couldn't, well, you gotta get into what you gotta do with the eye technology. Because you're gonna take eye technology and you're gonna put it into homes. You're gonna change home buildings. You're gonna create computerized construction of homes. And you're going to build holodecks in your homes and all electronics for the future. And once you do all that, and maybe some new energy systems, whoa, I might as well just buy the home builders, because they're offering low margins. I can change the margins by changing the practice. But then it doesn't stop there. It's the cars. We know how to make cars that drive themselves. We can get our heads and our politics around all the different forks in the game. So why not buy all the car companies for nothing? Because they're almost worthless. Oh, and so the airlines and all your broken business models, and we can fix the business models, all of them. So why not buy them all? Put them all in a portfolio. Now we're getting a little bit ahead of it behind the story. So here's the problem, the opportunity of Obamanomics. In fact, back in the Ides of March, Obama was barely even existing in your heads. I could have called it Obamanomics, because actually the bottom line of Obamanomics is the goal is to create 1,000 years or 1,000 generations of justice and peace and value of canceling the need to defend and war and fight and kill our money, and the value of a new future and a new world order. It's so great. Well, it's almost biblical, but let's talk about change, you. Well, if you want change, you can believe, and you can't afford that incremental McCain change or Obama change. You need my change. Complete change. Gut-wrenching change. Mind-boggling, mind-blowing change. Soul change. Here's the part of the problem. When we buy all these technology companies, and by the way, when we know enough of it, they're not going to need lots of accountants, because we're going to have computers to count, and lawyers, and auditors, because the computers are going to audit. We're on the whole much of the world, they're not place, we're going to own it all. But the point is this: We're going to wipe out more jobs than you've ever seen in the history of the planet. We're going to change jobs for profits. But see, this is the change. Why? As we wipe out all these jobs. Because guess what? Out of the technology industry, we thus need half the guys. Now, but once we blow up the industry, we may need double or triple the guys. That's where it gets really weird. But lots of guys will have to change disciplines, because lots of the disciplines are bad disciplines and must be cancelled. So, Obamanomics is all about destroying lots of jobs to save more jobs and more income. Because then, see, how's the thing about the people with the jobs? Right now, it's very simple to say, I'll buy every company on earth for 5 times your market value. 5 times. 1 time for the employees, all split equally. That should give you a nice little severance package. Now, we'll give that a combination of some real money out of our new real bank, and the real money means you can spend it right now. Stock in the IPO, the planet Earth, and we'll make you stay in that stock because that stock is going crazy. Now let me tell you how big this stock is. If you could take an Oracle or Microsoft or Google and multiply it on Apple times 100 times, what is the multiple of the technology company that owns the future of the planet? It's 1,000 or 1,000,000. But let's not even go there. Thank you. The point is 5 times, 4 for the owners. Now, all the people with jobs, well, they basically hopefully retire you out and you get your income without having to make jobs. We do the math, you can do the math. And then the guys that are rich, they get really rich. But in my scheme, we're going to demand if you want to play in our game that you become, well, my kind of angel capital, which is your kind of angel capital, which is a Warren Buffett, Bill Gates kind of guy. See, the requirement is when you get to 1 billion in our universe until all our bottom is a millionaire, you stop. We treat you like kings and queens. Our costs go down, so a billionaire in our universe is a really rich person. But anyway, the point is this. The multiple billions from foundations and angel capital and multiple billionaires like Carlos Slim and all those guys who knows who they are, they're all listed. We want to call them in, but you're going to call them in anyway. They're going to get taxed out, so they're going to let them pay it forward. They're going to let angel capital see our enterprise. And if it's private like it was 5 years ago, it could have moved without you knowing, because I took your world private in my head, and I gave instructions to all your fearless dear leaders, and they may not have listened. But if they did not, you chose. You figure out what their crimes are if they weren't listening to me for 5 years, or 3 years, or 4 years. Because I told you your housing market was going up, and I told you it was going to crash, and how it crashed. We should have figured that out. I crashed it when I destroyed your offices. You don't need no stinging offices for accountants and lawyers and insurance people when it's all part of the system. And technology, think about this. We buy all your drug companies, and we get all your bad drugs out of the system. We only sell our stuff, the drugs that we need. So we don't need banks of lawyers covering up our malpractice, and banks of lawyers covering up the malpractice of doctors, because we put the doctors in new technology. Telepresence with lots of nurses, and telepresence, and a billing system that is so fast and furious, a doctor will never have to consider his accounting. We counted for him, and we invested in our enterprise, and we become richer and richer. But what about the poor? That's the point of the whole plan. Then once you pay all the people off that are in the world, then everybody in the world, including the people that got paid off already, get a 1 share out of, what is it now? I thought 6.6 billion was a good number for you back then, when I was turning your 6s into 9s. But maybe you have 7. It doesn't matter. We give everybody $1 down in our movie, and a contract to play in the future of Earth, and a guarantee that our plan will generate you more profit. Because so then what happens is we take the whole value of Earth, and we split the equity out to all the